You might be closer to freedom than you think. Hey guys, Do Good Maverick, go here. Thought I'd jump on and record a little podcast episode about, you might be closer to freedom than you think. The last few weeks, I've interviewed several people about running a paid community and making at least $10,000 in profit per month. And a really inspiring and fascinating thing about several of them was how quickly and easily they went from starting out at zero and getting to over $10,000 in profit per month. An older lady I interviewed, she started from zero, and she used mainly TikTok and YouTube, posting pretty much daily. And she used that to go from zero to like $7,000 per month in the first month. I think that was revenue. But in the second month, she got to like $14,000. So yeah, basically she went from zero to like $10,000 in profit per month in like 2 months. Pretty cool. And another guy I interviewed, he got the idea for a paid community, and I think it was the day after he got the idea, he launched, and something like, I think it was something like 6 to 12 weeks, he was already at over $10,000 in profit per month. And he launched it with a friend. Really cool stuff. You know, I interviewed him and I asked about how he got started. And it was basically, he just became an uncle for his nephew. And he was thinking like, hey, this nephew of mine is going to be growing up in this world with AI and stuff. Really exciting stuff. But hey, then I should learn about AI as well. And then he had heard about this new platform called School, where you can build paid communities easily. And he had a friend. This guy was from Germany, and he had a friend in Germany that knew a lot about AI. And almost immediately after he got the idea for building this community about AI, he called his friend up on the phone and was like, hey, I have this idea for building a paid community. Do you want to join me? And basically he partnered up with his friend, because he himself was not an expert at AI, yet he still wanted to build a community about AI. And that's the cool thing about building a paid community. You do not have to be an expert in order to do it. So yeah, he basically partnered with that guy, and he also knew another guy that had a big email list, but he wasn't monetizing it or making that much money from his email list. So he contacted this guy that owned this big email list and asked him like, hey, you have a lot of subscribers to your email list. Do you want to promote our paid community? And you will earn a commission, a recurring monthly commission for each member. That was the way that he set it up. I think the owner of the email list was earning, I have it in the interviews on communitycashcows.com. You can find it. I think it was 23% recurring monthly commissions that guy was earning. But yeah, that the owner of the email list said yes to promoting it. And they promoted it by running a kind of workshop about AI. And he did this, was it once or twice per week, I think, in the beginning. I think it was twice per week, something like that. And they got some members. and they kept doing it. And that was basically almost their whole promotional plan or process. One owner of an email list, and it helped them take off. And the owner of the email list was really happy about it, because now that email list owner is making something like $10,000 in profit per month in recurring affiliate commissions. And both of these owners of that paid community, those two friends, they are I think they're like 50-50 owners. And these days they're making was it 18 or 28,000 euros each in profit per month. Pretty cool. And the guy that I interviewed, these days he was working less than 4 hours per week and profiting like 18 to 28,000 euros per month. Pretty fascinating. And these days his mom happened to be sick, so he was able to spend a lot of time with his mom, help her out getting to hospital appointments, stuff like that. So yeah, really wholesome. Another really cool thing about this guy was that at the gym, he told me a story about a guy he knew at the gym that was a personal trainer, I think, but he also had a bunch of followers on Instagram. He had been talking like for weeks about launching this thing. I think he wanted to launch a paid community, but he just kept postponing it and postponing it. And this guy got tired of listening to him. So he was like, yeah, stop it. Let me help you for 3 hours and we'll launch this thing. And he helped him out for like 3 hours. And he launched a paid community. And I think it was within the first day or the first 3 days, something like that, he already had several paying members. And he just kept growing it. So yeah. You might be closer to freedom than you think. You might find yourself trapped in the matrix of the 9-to-5 rat race at the moment. But if you launch something, things can take off. So you might be closer to freedom than you think. And yeah, freedom, not just income. Income is a massive part of it, but also freedom. It varies a lot from business model to business model when it comes to the kind of lifestyle you're able to have with it, especially in the beginning. And that's really unique about paid communities, because there's a lot of people running high quality paid communities with happy members, yet only working a few hours per week. My goal is not to work only a few hours per week. I have a lot I want to do. I think hard work is a good thing and laziness is a bad thing. That being said, there are periods in life, things happen. So that the thought of having semi-passive income or like a cash cow is really fascinating. So yeah, if you want to learn more about building paid communities, it's really trending these days. And I don't think it's a short-term fad at all. I think it's a crucial part that has been missing when it comes to making money online. Online courses and information products have existed for decades, pretty much. But one crucial part that has been missing is that network effect, that community aspect. You know, when people go to college, is it only to get knowledge? You know, the modern school system is a scam. We could talk for hours about that one. But when people go to college and high school and those kinds of things, is it to get more knowledge and a degree? A lot of them do it in hopes of that, but also a big part of it is actually the community aspect, the connections, the social life, that kind of thing. A lot of it is unproductive things just for fun, but also many of them are building networks and contacts that will help them out later on in life. There's a saying amongst rich people that your net worth is your net. I mean, your network is your net worth, or that your net worth massively influences. I mean, your network massively influences your net worth. Yeah, basically that the people you know is extremely important when it comes to making money, and that it's valuable. And that's a big part when it comes to why paid communities are so valuable. But another thing you definitely should keep in mind when it comes to building paid communities is that it's not just a fancy online course. It's also about choosing the right niche or category or industry where connections is extremely valuable in the business world, in the world in general. Connections is super valuable, but of course it varies from industry to industry, from niche to niche, category to category. You know, for some businesses, being a part of a paid community with other like-minded business people on the same level might be super valuable. Yet for another business, nah, they won't be. They don't even care. So of course it varies from category to category. And my point there is also that when it comes to building paid communities, it's a growing trend. So there are literally thousands of niches or categories out there that you can build a paid community in and have zero competition from other paid communities in that category. Let's say, for example, wedding planners. I don't know of any paid communities for wedding planners, but do you think successful wedding planners would be interested in joining a paid community with only other successful wedding planners, so they could learn how they are getting they could learn how they are getting clients, how they are getting testimonials, how they do their marketing, how they get referrals, how they do their pricings, their upsells, and when it comes to the decorations and games and stuff like that they're doing in the weddings as well. Do you think they would like to learn from others so that they could optimize their own business and make more money? Probably. That's just one category or one niche. There are literally thousands of them. So yeah, interesting stuff. And that's where I think a lot of the big opportunities are. Because if you go to platforms like skool.com, skool.com, which is one of several different community platforms, almost all of the communities seems to be around making money, especially making money online, personal development, or dating or relationships. Pretty much around those niches. Also a little bit about fitness, but yeah, mostly around those niches is what most of the successful ones seems to be at the moment. But that's nowhere near the whole market, you know. So if you just step out from those into other specific markets, maybe for law firms, real estate brokers, real estate investors, angel investors, business owners. But business owners might be some of the crowded ones. I'm not sure, but yeah, there are literally hundreds or thousands of them out there. So yeah. And when you think about those kinds of communities, depending on how valuable it is for people to be a member, and also depending on how difficult it is to build or how difficult it is to get those people on board, the prices you can charge also, and the prices it's worth varies a lot. So you can charge like $10 per month to be a member, or hundreds or even thousands of dollars per month to be a member. And if you charge like 30 to $300 per month, somewhere in between that range, you know, it doesn't require that many members before you have like $10,000 in profit per month. So yeah, interesting stuff. If you want to learn more about building and growing a paid community, and you want to learn from several success stories of owners of paid communities that is making at least $10,000 in profit per month, you should check out communitycashcows.com. It's on my platform, Terrific 30. Go to communitycashcows.com. All right.